Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. You might have noticed that I do have a new intro and you might be thinking, yo, that looks really cool and swaggy. Where did you get it? And in fact, a fan reached out to me saying, yo, I really like your content, but I feel that you could be using an intro, and then made this for me pretty much free of charge within a day. And I just think it looks really awesome, really well, high quality, professionally made. And yeah, so if you want to go and check him out, his channel link is in the description. Go and sub to him, leave a like on his videos and say Rahul sent you. And yeah, I just think it's so kind and generous to make someone an intro like that, which looks so cool, and I'm going to be using it on my videos to come. But if you've been following the gaming news recently, you would know that Call of Duty have announced Infinite Warfare to be the Call of Duty of this year. It looks kind of cool, based in space and stuff. I'll maybe pick it up probably around Christmas time when it's a little bit cheaper, but nonetheless, it looks like a good game. The thing though, which has got lots of people hyped, is the fact that Call of Duty 4 is being remastered, and we're basically getting Call of Duty 4 again, which is to most people the best COD of all time. Now, Call of Duty 4 to me as well was my favorite Call of Duty of all time. I got it around release, and I still remember the days of me when I was like 13 years old, coming home, loading it up on my PS3 and playing the campaign. Yes, I used to be a big campaign bang out pretty much in those days. I didn't really play multiplayer until like 2010, 2011, but the campaign was pretty much what I always used to play. It was my favorite thing to do. Now, lots of people have been saying that Call of Duty 4 was the best Call of Duty of all time, and yes, to me as well, it was the best Call of Duty of all time. This isn't to say though that it was perfect, and there are a few things within the game which I think were just not that great. And in this video, I'm going to be going over my top 3 things which were just not that great with Call of Duty 4. Starting off, we have Last Stand and Martyrdom. These two, or kind of 3 words, I guess Last Stand is 2 words, but these 3 words were just the words which you didn't want to hear when you're playing Call of Duty 4, and they were the perks in the green slot when you're playing the game, the 3rd slot, which were just really annoying, kind of death perks, I would guess you would call them, whereby for Last Stand, if you got killed, you would be put on the floor. Well, if you were meant to have got killed, you would be put on the floor and you would pull out your pistol and be able to take out people. Really annoying, for if you felt you killed someone, they probably didn't die and they're just on the floor and they're able to kill you. And then for Martyrdom, it was kind of possibly arguably worse, whereby if you killed someone, they would just drop a grenade, and the grenade would be there and it would explode within a few seconds and you'd be dead if you were close to it. So those 2 perks were really annoying to play with. Luckily though, I've noticed that after playing this game recently on PC, these perks just aren't used as much. I mean, you hardly see them around. People just aren't using them. People are using like extreme conditioning, steady aim and stuff, so these perks aren't that much of a deal to worry about. But I really hope that in the remastered version they do something to fix these, or they just change them up a little bit. I don't know. All I know is that in remastered, the textures are getting updated and the game does look pretty cool. Next up, we have the fluidness of the game. Now, COD 4, you might remember it to be a kind of fluid game of its time. However, if you've played any of the new Call of Duties like Black Ops 3, for example, I've been banging out this game recently, you know that the game Call of Duty 4 isn't that fluid. For example, there is no unlimited sprinting in Call of Duty 4, whereas in Black Ops 3 there is. And also in Black Ops 3, you can fly and shit, and that just makes the game really fluid. A lot of people don't like the mechanics of the ability to be able to fly, but I don't mind it all that much. I think it makes a unique playing experience for the game. I mean, look at these fancy words I'm using, but Call of Duty 4, you just weren't able to run forever, and it meant that your running style, you were running, you were stopping, you were running, you were stopping, and it kind of like broke up the pace of the game, and it made it feel a bit sluggish and stuff. Well, not too sluggish, but just really slow paced, and it wasn't that fun. Also, you couldn't reload while sprinting, so you couldn't be running about and reloading. You had to stop and reload and stuff, and again, this added to the slow pacedness of the game, so it wasn't that fun to play in that sense. Hopefully within the remastered version they allow unlimited running, though it would be kind of odd because it would mean that the extreme conditioning perk would have no use. But also I really hope that they allow reloading while sprinting, because that is something which I do believe should be in a game, because if you don't have reloading while sprinting, you just gonna be doing nothing, and it's really annoying. And for the third and final point, it depends how much you've played of this game to realize how much of an issue this is, but it's spamming and nade spamming at the starts of rounds, and this is especially noticeable on Search and Destroy, whereby you could pretty much on some maps just spam through certain walls and stuff right at the start and get kills from people just running out of their spawn, and it was really annoying. And although it was only on like a couple of maps, it just made the game really annoying to play. Nade spamming though was something which was worse, which was done on pretty much all maps, where you could just throw nades right at the start of the round where people were going to be running, and it would just kill them. And a load of the time I used to play this on PS3 and I just forget that it would happen, and I would just run out and die instantly. And on Search and Destroy, it meant that if you died, you'd be dead for the rest of the round. So it was really annoying to play it like that, and I really hope they fix it whereby the walls are harder to penetrate, and nades, you can't throw them right at the start of the round. There has to be a kind of time whereby you can't throw any nades. I know in the new Call of Duties they have this, so hopefully they do it as well in this remastered version. As far as we know, remastered is only getting a texture update. Hopefully though, they do look into balancing the game and making it a little bit better. But if not, the game itself is still really fun to play, and I've been playing it a lot recently on PC and I'm loving it. So I hope they keep it as it is and maybe change a few things which I've noted in this video. If you do want to though, leave in the comments what you thought was bad about Call of Duty 4, what you didn't like about the game, and maybe what you did like about the game. What was your favorite thing with Call of Duty 4? Let's spread the positivity, stop the negativity, and get those positive vibes in the comments. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you could try and leave a like on this video if you're hyped for COD 4, let's try and hit 75 likes. That would be great. And that is about it. I've been Rahul. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Catch you on the next one.